Our final guest is a book club. Uh, I think she's a facilitator of the book club, but this book club, I think this is, I should have, uh, I think it's the Sister Friends Book Club. I should have had it ready, but at any
Oh,
rate,
yeah, I should have had it ready to help you. Hold on, let
she
me.
comes to the book festival every year, her book club. And
Yeah.
so, uh, Monica, I wanted to have you on the show since you're here every year and talk about your book club and you know how many years you've been coming to the National Black Book Festival and just let the audience know what your book club does and what you do when you come to the event. So, welcome to Black Authors Matter TV. And let me ask you to unmute so we can hear your voice. You
You got
ready?
me? Yeah, I'm
Yes.
ready.
Okay.
Well, hello, Gwen.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Dr. Rhonda.
Hello, hello.
Thank you guys for having me. I was surprised to see that email, Gwen.
Well, I wanted to, I hadn't had a book club from Houston, the Houston area or Texas. You're in the Houston area, right?
No, I'm not.
But you are in Texas.
I'm not in Texas.
Where are
Okay. All
you?
right. Well, I had you mixed up with another book club that I thought was in Texas. But,
I am your neighbor. I'm in Louisiana.
oh, okay. Okay. All right.
What
All
I
part?
right.
think it's because we
That's
come see
close.
you a lot that you think
Yeah,
we're
I
in
see you
Texas.
so much. I thought you were in town. I
I
thought you
think
were
that's because Sister Friends like to come visit with Gwen, and Gwen is thinking we're in Texas. No, we're right here in Louisiana.
but you're not that far. What part of Louisiana are you in?
Well, our members are Shreveport and Houghton, Louisiana.
Okay.
Okay, I thought that was Shreveport. I was looking at the area code.
Yeah, we're right next door. We're not that far. That's so when Gwen has something going on, we're gonna say, "Giddy up, let's go."
Okay. Well, we appreciate you. So
And
this,
you were asking me about Sister Friends Book Club, and it's funny because we've had an argument about how long have we really been around,
okay.
and we can say it's been over 28 years.
Okay. I knew it was a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, Gwen, because we came
Mm-hmm.
to visit you back. I think the first time we came to see you was around 2010 when you had
Okay.
both of the BJs there, Beverly, Brenda, and then you had Carl Weber.
Okay.
Oh, that
Yeah,
Yeah,
was a
that
while
was
back.
okay.
Yeah.
That was a while back because we
yeah, that was
Carl hasn't been
2010.
here since 2010. That was the
Yeah.
last time Carl was here.
But Sister Friends Book Club, like I said, we are over here in Louisiana. We've been together for 28 years. I'm actually vice president.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
vice president. Kalita Bell is our president. We call her TT. And
Okay.
we have, believe it or not, there are five of us, and we are five very active women who can get a lot done. Okay, we started out as you all would know, a hen party. We would
Okay. Now
get
what does
together
that mean?
on a hen party. You know, you get your girls together on the weekend, and you're gonna have a little food and a little drinks, and you're gonna do a little talking and hanging out. You know, it was
Okay.
before it was way before Netflix and chill. You know,
Okay. All
and
right.
so one day, one of the ladies in the group, she's no longer a member, Tony said, she mentioned a book, and I can't remember if it was an Eric Jerome Dickey book or Terry McMillan, and everybody's, oh, well, we read that. So one says, oh, you read it? I read it. So why don't we become a book club?
Okay.
And that's pretty much what we decided to do all those years ago. And we knew each other because all of us worked in the local public hospital here. So we've
Okay.
known each other collectively over 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
so
long relationship.
that's a very long relationship. So we decided to get together, had our first informal meeting at the local hospital where we worked in the cafeteria. We really can't pinpoint that date, but it was somebody knows. And the first book that we discussed, I will never forget it. It was Trying to Sleep in the Bed You Made.
Okay. That's the Virginia DeBerry
And
and those
Donna Grant.
two. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A book came out over 29 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that was our first book that we had a book chat on. And we've been going strong since then.
Okay, it's funny you remember that book because that book, I think I know I read that too.
Uh-huh.
Then they had another one after that that was
Yeah.
popular. I don't remember the title of that one. Then like they had like an anniversary thing, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe 10 years after that.
Yes, they
But I
did.
don't think they're writing anymore.
No, they're
Um,
not. I think I followed Donna on Facebook every now and then. Uh,
okay,
and yeah, they're not writing anymore. They did do something,
they
but
did something.
yeah, but
It was
not what they're doing.
before COVID, whatever they
Yes.
did. It was
Yeah.
before COVID.
They were doing something before then, but like I said, Gwen, with you down there in Houston, when you do your thing and you bring those authors that we want to see, it's no problem gassing up the vehicle and saying, let's go see what Gwen got going on over there in Houston. Okay.
Well,
Because you know,
we
we're
are
good to book clubs.
yeah, we are excited about our lineup for this year. We yesterday we confirmed Beatrice Dixon, who is the co-founder and CEO of the Honey Pot Company,
Okay.
the Honey Pot products, the feminine
Hmm.
hygiene products, and she wrote a memoir, and so she's going to be at this year's event. And you know, she recently sold her company for like $1 billion. Um,
Hey.
and but she's still the CEO. They've kept her running the company.
That's awesome.
Okay.
She's a young woman too. I don't think she's 40. Um, I don't think so. She and her brother started, and it's just interesting. Um,
Hmm.
I wrote a book, a children's book called Boss Women, that has 7 African American women who built their business
Okay.
from the ground up. And she was one of the people in my children's book.
Okay.
So when I contacted them about having her come, I sent her the book.
Hmm.
So I'm hoping. I think that had like helped me seal the deal with her.
Well, I'm sure you can seal the
Good.
deal. I mean, you've gotten authors there that we wanted to see. I mean, I think, and you know, I'm writing my dates down because
Okay.
as readers, and Miss Tony out there knows, you know, we call her Mama Tony because Mama Tony
Yeah.
knows everything. Mama Tony knows, and a lot of the readers know that when you had Maureen Smith there in 2016, and as readers of the Wolf Pack and all of the stuff that Maureen Smith did, you know, she's gotten off social media. I'm like, we ain't got the authors we want to see. I mean, when you had Carl Weber there, and we had been stalking Carl Weber since his first book, Looking for Love, and we showed up and we was like, Carl Weber's going to be there along with Brenda Jackson and Beverly Jenkins. Oh, yeah, we got to go see what Gwen got going on down there. And then that was the year you had Donna Hill and a lot of other people that
Yeah.
you know we were reading during that time because you know for us, especially readers who are looking for that Black author,
Hmm.
they were not there. And then for you to incorporate them all in one spot, the only person who had been doing that was Miss Emma Rogers. Over remember when
Hmm.
she had Black Images
Yes.
and
Hmm.
she had that romance slam jam.
Hmm.
And so you had an opportunity to be the reader meeting the author. And that's one thing I want to say to our readers out there, Gwen, and I thank you for their platform. They want, the authors want to meet their readers. If you are a reader and your author is out there, if you get the opportunity, follow their page, you know, on social media. If they tell you where they're going to be, if it's in your wheelbarrow, go see them because they
They
really,
do
really
like to
want
see.
to meet their readers. I have been, and sister friends,
Hmm.
have been blessed to meet all of our favorite authors. You know,
Okay.
that's one of the things that I think when people get in a book club, what you're going to understand is there's a lot of us out there that are reading. Reading incorporates friendships. You know, like
Right.
I said, we've
Hmm.
been doing this for 28 years.
Hmm. Yeah.
I've got friends in St. Louis. I've got friends in Texas. I got the Mississippi Magnolias with Antoinette Gates over there in Mississippi. You know, it's Bobby Austin is up there in Houston, who was a romance historian. So you give us an opportunity as book clubs, readers, to meet our authors. Kudos to you for this, Gwen, because that's something you do.
Well, thank you. We've been doing it for a long time. Just
Yes, you
started
have.
off in the book space, and I was telling one of the previous guests, I forgot which one tonight, that we started in December of '98 with the
Mm-hmm.
online with Kush City,
Yes.
and we've been in books ever since. So we have got a couple more people, but our featured author lineup for this year is coming together.
Mm-hmm.
We have Tia Williams. Um,
Did I see Rashonda Tate on there?
yeah, Rashonda's gonna
Okay.
be here. Brian W. Smith is coming back.
Okay.
Monica Walters has never been. She's
Yeah, I
coming.
saw that on the lineup.
Um, who is the other person? Jessica Watkins.
Okay.
She's coming. Uh, and I have two more that I'm waiting on. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. They're high profile people. So I don't want to say anything at all until I get a official confirmation. But
Well,
I'm
I'm sure
hoping,
you'll get that confconfirmation. I mean,
I'm hoping so.
you're gonna say you're gonna get that confirmation. I think you're a little persuasive.
Okay, I try.
Rhonda, you're working with, I think you're a little persuasive. And Rhonda, you were the moderator, right, when we were there in October?
Right.
Okay,
Well,
that's
she's
what
a
I thought.
literary
Yeah.
correspondent. I want to give her whole title. She's our
Okay.
literary correspondent, and she has been
Yeah.
that for
Well,
10
since
years,
what,
maybe.
2017?
Yeah, 9 years. So yeah, she's been that,
Yeah,
and
that's what I
does
thought.
an
I was like,
excellent job. I don't have to think about uh
you're right.
are the
She
people
did.
going
I
to be
mean,
treated right, or is she going to be informed, or you
hmm
know and so I don't have to think about it. It's already done, and that's what I really like about our team. Whatever capacity each team member has, I don't have
okay,
to think about it. I don't have to
okay.
worry about it. They know what they're supposed to do. If there's a problem, they know how to handle it. The only time they come to me if this is like a big problem.
Yeah. And see, and when you give that structure, that's how you have a book club. In a book club, you're going to have your president, which I said we have. We have a vice president, which is me. We
Mhm.
actually have a secretary and a treasurer.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
yeah, because in a book club, we do generate a fee. You get
Okay.
charged, you pay your monthly due,
Okay.
and you also pay a fee if you don't read the book.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
okay. I
Yeah,
haven't heard that before.
Me
yeah.
either. That's
I mean, if
new.
we give you the opportunity of a month to read a book, why would you come to the meeting and you haven't read the book or purchased the book?
Okay. Well,
That shows,
each club is different. I'm in two book clubs. Each book club has different,
yeah,
rules and
but
structure.
it also shows your level of commitment.
That's
Right.
I
true.
mean, if you want to be active in something, then don't show up and I say, well, I didn't read the book. I didn't get the book. Well, that's fine. Let's pay for it.
So how much do you charge for not reading the book?
Well, at the first base, it was $5, but inflation goes up, so the fee will go to 10. So
Okay.
I think it's in your best interest to go on and read the book. You
That's
know,
true.
yeah, just go on and read the
So
book.
how much are your dues?
Well, like I said, the dues are the same price as the fee is. You know,
Okay. All
so
right.
if you want to drop a 20 for a meeting, that's fine.
Okay. Now you know what? Tampia Jones, she's over the Cover Girls Book Club.
Hmm
I think they're out of Memphis. She put in the chat how much is the fee. So I guess she might be thinking about that for
You
her
might be doing that
club.
same thing. I think you just gave some ideas.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Because when you say structure, Gwen, you want people who are committed. Like I said, as long as we've been together, we were 6 women. One of our sisters transitioned. That's fine. But 5 women strong can get a lot done. We've hosted authors here in our own town.
Okay.
We've hosted events here, and we're not just talking. I mean, Beverly Jenkins has been here. Brenda Jackson has been here. The late great Francis Ray.
Okay.
Because back in what was it, 2006, You know, Miss Emma Rogers had that romance slam jam, went from city to city, and we were fortunate in 2006 to host it in Shreveport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we hosted the Romance Slam Jam here in Shreveport, and I'm gonna give you a quick background. We were in Atlanta in 2002 for the Romance Slam Jam in Atlanta. I was having, you guys, the best time. I mean, authors, books, me, and I was in the bathroom. Be careful what you say in the bathroom. Check the stalls because people are listening. I was not aware that Miss Emma was in the bathroom while I was gushing about, oh, I would love to bring this to Shreveport. We need to bring this to Shreveport. And it wasn't 2 or 3 hours later, 2 or 3 hours later, someone said, Miss Emma wants to talk to you. I'm like, okay, what did I do? Well, Monica, I hear you want to bring the Slam Jam to Shreveport. I'm like, oh my God. You're going to kill me. But we did it. We took it. Brenda Jackson was one Emma Award winner, and we actually had one of the first ladies, Sandra Kitt, was our
I remember her.
Yes, Sandra Kitt, who pretty much started it all back in the days of BET Airbest. You know,
Yes.
yeah, Sandra Kitt was our keynote speaker, and the following later that year, we had Beverly Jenkins come for a visit.
Okay.
And you want to understand, as a book club, it's not just about reading the books. You know, you want to know the authors, you want to go out and meet, you want, like I said, we've had the opportunity to meet a lot of people. Our president is the traveler. She, back when in the days when Paige Turner used to do the cruise.
Okay.
Okay, she was on that Paige Turner cruise back when Eric Jerome Dickey and Victoria Christopher Murray and all of them were on that cruise. And so it gives us an opportunity to fellowship with like-minded people. And when you do your book club, establish the genre of what you're going to read. For us, we are Sister Friends Book Club. So that means we're only reading Black authors.
Okay.
We are reading Black authors. The genre may change on what we read, but we only read Black authors. You know, we read from contemporary to romance suspense to romance, you know, but it varies. We're very big on our contemporary. Anything else you want to read is personal read.
Okay.
You know, it's not going to be a book club discussion book. You know, my personal reading genre covers a gauntlet. I read everything, you know. I don't turn nothing down. Put it in front of me with words and I'm going to read it. But yeah, and any book club out there, you know, they've been around. I follow a lot of people on social media that have book clubs that I get ideas and suggestions from. You know, you got Sharon Lucas out there. She's very good about giving ideas and suggestions. And like I said, you got Mama Tony. You know, you got Antoinette Gates over there in Mississippi. You know, you have a lot of wonderful people. Oh, and I can't forget Midnight Ace. You know, Midnight is another person who's out there pushing books, pushing authors, getting readers together.
Okay, I know Midnight Ace. Now, Miss Magnolia Reads.
In Mississippi, yeah.
She talked about the $5. They charge $5.
Yeah. No, we used to be $5.
The fee.
Yeah.
For, I guess, not reading the book. This is my first time hearing about.
Yeah. I mean, but why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your time being a part of something if you're not going to be active in it?
Well, sometimes people, okay, Mama Tony said their dues are $15 a month, but they don't do fines. They don't do fines. Okay. So Jason Powell, he was just on the show. He said he's not even in a book club, but he's going to start charging people for not reading.
All right, then. Very good. Very good. Love to give some ideas. And I love to give some ideas. But understand also with your book club, Antoinette knows, Midnight knows, authors are looking for their readers and they're looking to contact their readers. We were fortunate in 2024, Iris Bowling, USA bestselling author, you love Iris, she was doing her kitchen table chat, visiting 12 cities. I threw Shreveport in the pot. Again, my book club is looking at me. There she go again.
Okay.
But I threw Sister France in the pot, and we were able to host her in 2024.
Okay. Because
And
she had a book and I read it. It had like a medical theme.
well, she's got the Heart
Like
series.
uh,
She has,
uh
uh,
I can't remember the name of it now.
yeah, she has a
Uh
lot of books out there that are,
mhm.
I mean, the whole Lassiter. Anyway, anything with Irish, you know. But we were able to host her, and she wanted an intimate thing. You know,
Okay.
she wanted a
Hmm.
kitchen table chat, no more than 75, and I think we had maybe less than 75, but more than 50. And
Okay.
they came from Mississippi. They came from two book clubs out of Texas.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was just in Texas last year for a book chat with a book club in Texas. They hosted Iris. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
give you their names.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
might already be in our database, but uh
Hmm. And Iris, like I said, she came here. We had people from Chicago. I think somebody even came as far as Pennsylvania. And we had 2 days with her. But for
oh,
readers to know, authors want to do that with you. They want
oh
to be engaging. They want to come out and meet you. I know expenses are, things are more costing more and more every day. I've even pulled back on book conferences, Gwen, because the fees that they charge now.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's some people are, our event is free for
yeah.
general admission. If you want the extra stuff where we serve food and we have some
Mhm.
extra special events,
The
but
event ticket.
you can do that if you want to. But the general admission, meaning meeting all the featured authors,
Yes.
all the exhibits, all the seminars, that's all free.
Yeah.
And so most events, it's new information for me too, are not free. Even the general admission is not
Yes.
free. Like it might be $25. And that's $25 less that a person has to spend with the authors
Well,
on book.
book conference is now going charging upwards of over 250.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah, and more. I mean, even for our conference, which was a 2-day event, I mean, you had that Friday night meet and greet at one of the local restaurants. You had your Saturday tea luncheon with the author, and then you had that Friday night. Well, the thing was what a man. So we had like a male auction that night. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, okay.
but we only charge $50,
Okay.
and we
Mhm.
fed people twice because we're
Okay.
Southern girls. We're gonna feed you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And it
Mhm.
was to the point that, believe it or not, that night at the banquet, as we call it, with the man, one of the ladies, more than one of the ladies, asked us, because when I said we fed them good, we look here, we fed. Did y'all? I don't think y'all charge us enough money. Do we need to pay y'all more? And you're thinking to yourself, that's how you want people to feel when they leave your conference.
So they
You
got their
know,
money's worth, whatever.
they got their money's worth, and they want to come back. So the next time you
Mhm.
do something, they're gonna feel like it was not just time well spent, but my money was well spent. And
Right.
then I had an intimate time with the author.
Hmm.
Because a lot of these conferences, I don't want to, they're overloading,
Hmm.
and you
Yeah.
can't really enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And
It's,
that's okay.
it's you have to limit the number of moving parts that you
There you
have.
go.
You can't otherwise it's just like chaos. Well, Monica, we are at the end of our time, but I
Yes,
wanted
we
to
are.
let people know about how they can reach you on social media with your book club, Sister Friends.
Okay, well, to reach us on social media, believe it or not, we do not do a social media page.
Okay.
We do not do a social media page, but I am on social media under Monica Anderson Johnson. And I don't mind if you come on there, even DM me to ask about my book club. I will get your information. I will talk to you about it. I mean, we never do anything online because, like I said, we're local and we meet in person. But
Okay.
we've had people say, I would come over from Texas to be in your book club meeting, you
Okay.
know. And so just reach me on social media, just like you see, Monica Anderson Johnson. And
Okay.
I'll be more than happy to, not even any book club or anything you want to talk about book related, look me up, because I will be coming, Gwen. Thank you for the
Okay.
platform.
All right.
I'm going to let you know Monica Reads, READS, will be coming to social media soon.
Okay.
And there will be Monica and books.
Okay. Well, good. Good. I'll be on the
Hey,
lookout for that.
yeah,
Please
me too.
do.
All right. Well, yeah, hit me up, tag me or whatever
You know I
when it
will.
happens. Okay. All right. Well, we're at the end of our time, but thank you so much, Monica. I look forward to seeing you in October.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Have a great night.
You too. Bye bye, ladies.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.